The robot revolution is not a 2030 distant future. In fact, it's already happening now, and most people have no idea how fast things are accelerating. Major companies across the globe are quietly running these pilots with humanoid robots into their workforce. Today, I'm going to be breaking down 10 job categories that are being transformed and in some cases even replaced by humanoids as early as 2026. Now, for years, the headlines always have been about abstract when it comes to automation. But 2025, that conversation has totally changed. There have been some huge breakthrough in AI that have created what some analysts are calling the ChatGPT moment for robotics. As someone who has been at the forefront in AI and automation in Fortune 100 companies, I can tell you, we have already crossed the threshold. What used to be theory now has become operational in many organizations. Some of the videos that Tesla in fact released this week showing Optimus running on both feet in the factory like a human being, that's not fiction anymore. Analysts in fact project that human robots could hit 38 to 200 billion by 2030. Now let's start with the jobs that are already in the front line starting 2026. Number 10 are warehouse and logistics workers. Warehouse are already battling with worker shortage. They're beating at the heart of economy, but the work is very physical, repetitive, and often it's understaffed. This is a perfect condition in my view for humanoid robots. Agility Robotics has a digit robot that's already working at Spanx factories in partnership with GXO Logistics. This is one of the first commercial humanoid deployment that we have come across. Now these robots, they move totes, AMRs to conveyor belts, which is a critical and mind-numbing task for humans to do. Now Amazon is also trailing digit for tote recycling. Yes, these are small deployments, but it's crystal clear and a signal for what's going to come. My take on this is the category, in my view, is going to scale the fastest because the ROI is pretty much immediate and the labor shortage in this area is real. Number 9 is automotive line worker in material handling jobs. Now, the auto industry has used robots for decades, but they have already been behind the cages attached to some kind of equipment, and that's going to change. Figure AI has already deployed its humanoid robots at BMW's Spartanburg factory. Now, these robots, they pick up the sheet's metal parts and place them into fixtures for other machines to work on it. If a major automaker like BMW are using humanoids in an uncaged active line, the industry has officially validated the platform. Number 8, automotive line worker on component sorting. Now sorting, kitting, these are all very tedious and error-prone jobs. UBTech's Walker S is taking on them. BYD, Tesla, Geely, and FAW Volkswagen, all of these are piloting humanoids components for sorting, quality checks, and also for part deliveries. Now, sorting is a very high volume and low variance works, which I believe that humanoids are actually built for this. I expect China to lead and everyone else to follow, with US being very close second. Number 7 is quality inspection technician. Human error is unavoidable in visual inspection. That's why you get some products, they're error prone, they're not good, and you leave a review on Amazon. Robots, they don't get tired. UBTech's Walker S being tested in Audi's FAW EV plant for AC system inspections. This task demands consistency and has to be error-free. Inspection is one of the automation's hidden opportunities in my view, and it has to be automated. Number 6, general factory labor. Now, if you combine the previous task that we talked about, you begin to automate the entire logistics loop. That means replacing the general labor who move material around the factory. That's the emerging vision, which is an autonomous vehicle brings the pallet inside to the factory, a humanoid unloads it, and carries the boxes exactly where they're needed. UBTech has already demoed this with BYD. By 2028, these demos could become an integrated human-free logistics systems, in my view. Now, factories, they used to struggle with the layout variability because the humanoids can traverse between the layouts and get the products where it needs to be completely. Number 5 is retail stock clerk. Warehouses tech can move straight into retail, like stocking shelves, organizing the back rooms, moving products. All of these are high turnover and repetitive labor, which is perfect for automation target. Now, humanoids aren't stocking the shelves at Walmart yet, but the analysts are projecting that they're going to start doing 2028, and I see that happening late 2026 to begin with. Tesla plans to release its Optimus for under $20K, which means starting 2026, retailer will adopt faster than people expect them to do. Number 4, commercial cleaner. Robotics already vacuum our floors, and it's been the case for last almost a decade. Humanoids can change that. Wiping tables, emptying trash, cleaning windows, mopping floors, all of these tasks in large-scale deployment is going to happen soon. It's not there yet, but as the cost of these humanoids starts to fall and the capabilities grow, janitorial work is going to become a prime opportunity. Number 3, hospital support staff. Now, hospitals face severe labor shortage, not just the doctors and nurses, but support staff who move the supplies and equipment from one place to the other. Humanoids like Neos are already being piloted to deliver linens, transport supplies, and run errands across the entire floor. Number 2, elderly care assistant. We have a large aging population coming in many countries, and it's continued to explode. Caregiver is not available as freely as we want. Humanoids can help with physical tasks like mobility support, fetching specific items to the elderly, lifting assistant. In my view, humans will always provide the emotional care, but these humanoids and robots are going to provide the physical care that the caregivers are actually overwhelmed with. Expect this to deploy in assisted and living facilities in 2026. Number 1, hazard environment technician. Jobs that are dull or dangerous or automation first targets, like nuclear inspection, oil rig maintenance, hazardous material handling. Humanoids bring human-level navigation without the human risk, and more importantly, without the liability to these organizations. My take is this category should be automated first. Even ethically or economically, there is no debate about it. Now, these are the 10 categories. They're not a part of the long-term plan like 2040. They're actually happening right now. As you see, Tesla, BMW, BYD, Amazon, they all have humanoids working real shifts today. Here's my prediction. By 2028, every major company with physical operation will have at least one humanoid robot pilot underway in their organization. And by 2030, humanoids will be as common in the warehouses and factories as industrial robots are today. It's about humans moving into higher value work. It's not replacing the work, but transforming it, while machines take on what is repetitive, physical, and dangerous. What do you think is the number 11 in this case? Drop your prediction in the comment box. And if you want to stay ahead on how AI and robotics is transforming, make sure you subscribe to this video channel. And I highly recommend watch the next video that's showing up on the screen, which is what happens when AI runs your company.